right, thank you for your patience. This group behind me is our concert band. In the high school, we have two different concert bands. We have the concert band and the symphonic band. And this is, boy, I'm really excited for you to hear this group. They've been working really hard. You know, COVID hit everything really hard. And one of the things it definitely did to our program, 2 years ago, we were marching 135 members. And this past year, we only marched 90, and a lot of that had to do with COVID situations. And, you know, one thing that I am really proud of is, you know, like the students could go and kind of say, oh, okay, well, you know, we're smaller and we're not going to be as strong. And that is definitely not going to be the case. This ensemble that you're about to hear is probably the strongest concert band that I think I've worked with since I've been at Lakeview. And one of the reasons I think it is because they can't hide. None of them, they have to play their parts. They're doing a great job, and I'm really excited for you to hear them. This first piece that we're going to play for you is, it's actually going to just be our brass and our percussionists. Okay, so we just kind of did a piece that was just featuring our brass section, so the woodwinds won't play on the first one. And it is a piece by Richard Saucedo. It is called Into the Clouds, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, just like we featured our brass section, we actually did a piece that was just for our woodwinds as well. And, you know, I was a little bit disappointed when I asked the students that were playing this. I said, how many of you have watched The Sound of Music before? And a lot of them did not raise their hands. And, you know, I wonder how many of our current students that are sitting out there, how many of you have seen The Sound of Music? I know it's a little bit of a, you know, might be a little bit of a mood kind of thing. I don't know, but you know, watching musicals sometimes can be a little tricky, but I grew up with it. I'm sure a lot of the people that I'm looking at kind of grew up with it. It came on around Christmas time, and you sat down and watched it. You know, it's a lot of fun. It's a little heartwarming kind of thing. So, for those people who haven't seen it, this is probably the most famous piece that is out of that musical, and it is called My Favorite Things. And we're just going to take a quick second to get organized here, and we'll be ready to play for you. My Favorite Things. Another honors band situation that we had earlier this year, actually we had a lot of 7th and 8th graders involved in this too, was the District 5 honors band, not jazz band. And one thing that was very interesting out of there came an idea from the middle school conductor who informed us all about this website, and Mr. H, correct me if I'm wrong with the name of it, I believe it's called And They Were Heard. And it's a website that is meant for people who are maybe not going to be, they're composers, they're trying to make it, and they're not getting represented well. So, you know, you might have a lot of female composers that are on there, you might have some ethnicities that are on there that usually wouldn't get their music played in a situation. If you didn't notice, most of the music that we play, the composers are men. And so I went onto that list and I found this piece right here that was really beautiful. It's a piece by a person named Kate Nishimura, and who is a Japanese-American person. And she just had a really nice home run. She's doing really well in the whole scene. We just heard another composition by her at the Ohio Wesleyan Honors Band that we had, let's see, Olivia was in that, right? Olivia K. Primmer. So it was a really cool situation, and we're really glad to be playing this piece for you. It's called Chasing Sunlight. Forgot to mention, it's the whole band now, we're all playing. Brass instruments. Okay, our final selection for this ensemble is actually by that same guy who did the arrangement of Such Sweet Thunder that you heard the jazz band play. His name's Mike Kameneth, the guy who was from Youngstown State. And this is a really cool piece. It's called Allegory. I told the students that there's certain sections in here that it's kind of reminds me of some of the 70s like detective stuff that you might hear. Like there's like a little bit of theme from Shaft in there. Anybody who's like listened to that stuff like I did back in the day? I still listen to it, guilty. But yeah, so they didn't know who that was, but I hope you get to hear a little bit of that. Here is Allegory.